In today's video, I'm going to show you the best way to organize clothes in a small closet. I also have a giveaway for you, which is a free KonMari clothing checklist. So if you're following the KonMari method to declutter your clothing, watch this video and I'll show you how to get that. Hi, I'm professional organizer Katherine Lawrence. I help you live a life with less clutter so you can have space for the things that truly matter. Your first step is to start fresh. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to move everything out of your closet. I want you to take anything that's a non-clothing item and set that aside because we probably won't be bringing that back into your closet. I want your clothing closet to only be the clothes that you can currently wear. So if you're holding on to clothes that don't fit, I want you to set those aside and put them in another area. And of course, before you organize your closet, make sure you declutter as much as possible. And if you're following the KonMari method by Marie Kondo, download the checklist that I have in the description box below. Okay, so you should only be keeping clothes that you love, that spark joy, that fit you right now. And then our second step is that you're going to fold as much as possible. If you're using the file folding method, you can actually fit more clothing into drawers and take up less space than if you were to use that rod in your closet. And you can always get a taller dresser that takes up as much floor space or has the same footprint as a small dresser. So getting a tall dresser or a chest of drawers with 4 to 6 drawers is going to take up as much space as a dresser of 2 drawers. And moving clothes out of the closet into drawers is going to save a lot of space if you only have a tiny closet. My third tip to you is to sort your clothing by type and size. This is going to do 2 things. One, if you feel like you are still keeping too many clothes, you can look at it by category. So if you have 15 pairs of black pants, then you can decide that that might be too much and then narrow it down even further. But you really wouldn't know that unless you categorize your clothing by type. Okay, but here is the big secret. If you hang your clothing by size, you actually create more space in your closet. Now, I'm going to put up an example here. This is actually my own closet, and you can see that I've hung my really short clothes. I'm a tennis player and I wear a lot of skirts, and it's really hot here in the summer, so I have quite a few pairs of shorts. I've hung all of that on a rod in the closet that I've placed very low to the floor. And then I have my medium hang items above that. And so those are tops and some longer skirts. But if I had not separated them by size and hung everything on one vertical rod, I would not be able to have as much space. So when you hang your clothes back on that rod, make sure that you sort them by size. Okay, so here are some tips to increase your hanging space. I find that most closets look like this, just one rod and one shelf. So if you don't improve on this system, you're going to have a lot of wasted space in your closet. So one way you can increase that hanging space is a really simple little product called a double hanging rod. This is what it looks like. And there's no tools required. You just hook this on the upper rod, and then you have a second rod that hangs below so that you now have doubled your hanging space. Another way to increase the hanging space that you have is to choose the right hanger. A thick hanger like wood will take up more space than a wire hanger or a thin velvet hanger. Now, I don't love wire hangers. I usually only recommend them for men's button-up shirts that are going to the dry cleaners and come back on those hangers. But the slimline velvet hanger will maximize the space that you have in your closet. Okay, so now let's look at some tips to maximize the shelf space in your closet. One option is to store your shoes or other accessories in stackable plastic bins that have lids. By stacking items, you can actually double or triple the amount of things that you can fit onto that shelf space. Now, remember how I talked earlier about sorting your clothing by size? What that's going to allow you to do is to have all of that space in the bottom of your closet that you can put in something like a cube system. Here's an example of what that looks like. You can buy them at Target or other home goods stores, and they're pretty inexpensive. You can also put in a shoe organizer or a drawer system now that you've created that extra space. And if you're a little bit handy, I would recommend actually adding shelves to your closet. One of the least expensive systems I have found is a Rubbermaid system that you can get at your home goods store or on Amazon. It's super easy to install because you actually only screw the top bar into the closet and then everything else hangs below. Now, if you have a little bit bigger budget and you want some hand holding on that process, go to Container Store and check out their Alpha system. You can call Container Store and they will actually design the system with you over the phone. You just have to give them the measurements, and they'll also help you find a handyman or someone in your area to install it for you. But look how much storage space they've been able to get into the small closet using the Alpha system. And if you own your home and you're going to be there for a while and you have an even larger budget, I would recommend contacting a local closet company. This will be a more expensive option, probably about 5 times as much as the Rubbermaid system and about double of the Alpha system. When you hire a custom closet install company, they do all the work. With this option, there's really nothing you need to do except make that phone call. Your closet designer will take measurements, design a system to maximize all the storage space in your closet, and then they have a team of installers that will come and do all the work. And having custom closets installed can add to the resale value of your home. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about increasing the space in your closet, please put them in the comments below. And be sure to pick up your free KonMari Method clothing checklist. The link to that is in the description of this video below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.